Hello, lovely people. I hope you are all doing well today. My name is Aura, and this is my first voiceover, so I hope you enjoy it. Welcome to my channel if you are new, and welcome back if you are a returning viewer. I try to post videos a couple of times a week, so make sure to check back if you want more Sims 4 content, and if you enjoy what you see, please make sure to subscribe to my channel and then hit the notification bell so you get notifications every time I post. So I apologize in advance. This may not be a full voiceover because I am getting over some upper respiratory illness. And I'm still a little bit out of breath, so I just want to let you guys know this may not be a full voiceover, but I did want to try and put one in this video, kind of get my feet wet in the voiceover realm of video making. So a little bit about this house. I have a good friend of mine from another game, and she wants to start a legacy series with her Sims, and I offered to make her a house. So that is what inspired this build. She gave me some specifications of what she wanted, and I just kind of went crazy from there. So I wanted a bright open floor plan, lots of whites and blacks, and just a good modern feel to it. So I wanted it to be big enough to hold all of the Sims for the Legacy Challenge, but also feel homey in a place that would be good for children, since that's what Legacy challenges are, right? So I wanted it to be kind of homey, but also a good place for where adults would feel like they could come and relax. So there's a big open floor plan down in the bottom, like I said, a big gym, and there's an outdoor grilling area, and you have a good view to the pool downstairs. There is one downstairs bathroom, which is near the bedrooms. And the bedrooms I kind of thought would be for teenagers, have their own space at one end of the building. And right next to their building is the children's playroom. Upstairs there is a master with an ensuite and their own private deck. Because I wanted it to feel really luxe. Like, the people who own this probably have a lot of money. In the gallery it is around 277,000 simoleons. So it's not that expensive, but it's still a place where, you're into the finer things in life. So they have their own separate wing upstairs, and there are two more bedrooms upstairs. One is a child's bedroom, the other is a toddler's bedroom, and there are two bathrooms upstairs. One is the ensuite, like I mentioned earlier, and the other one is near the upstairs living area and the bedrooms. And the living area does go off onto a deck that has a second hot tub and another grill up there, and a big dining area, a lounge area, things like that, where you could just entertain, have your friends over, have good parties, and just really enjoy living in this house. So that's kind of a big overview of what all is in this house. I was kind of pushed outside of my comfort zone with this one because I'm used to building small to mid-size homes. So it was really nice to be able to have a house, fill it with things, and just kind of deepen what I know about the Sims and Sims building, since this is usually not the type of build that I do. So a little bit about me, since this is my first voiceover. I do live in America, if you could not tell by my accent. I live in the South. I am 29. I've been playing The Sims for, gosh, it's 20 years now. It's 20 years. I played since The Sims 1 came out, and just completely fell in love. Absolutely fell in love with it. I have bought every single expansion pack so far. I just have a couple left for The Sims 4 that I need to get, some stuff packs that I will be buying in the near future. But Sims 3, Sims 2, Sims 1, all of them, had all of them, and I absolutely loved playing them. So I'm really excited to see where the Sims team is going to go in the future. I'm really excited for Eco Lifestyle to come out because it looks like it's going to really deepen gameplay. And I am hoping that they will announce the Sims 5 at one of the gaming conventions this year. I will be so excited for that. Um, so yeah, that's a little bit about me. I live with my pets. So I have 2 dogs and I have 6 cats, and they can be a lot sometimes, but I have rescued them over the years and they kind of run the house. So if you hear any background noise, it's probably them running around until I can get a place set up where I can kind of distance myself from all of the noises that they tend to make. Currently the dogs are napping, which is great because they can become a little noisy sometimes. So yeah, that's a little bit about me. Here is the kids' playroom that I was telling you about earlier. I just wanted it to be a place where they could bring their friends over, after school. They could have puppet shows in the puppet box in the corner. They have a big dollhouse. There's lots of seating so everyone can watch the shows. They can play Void Critter on the little gaming console thing right there. And there are just lots of toys around, making it kind of homey. Just want it to be a place where they can come and play. Their bedrooms do have some toy boxes and things like that in them, but I really wanted it to be more of like a communal area for them. So I hope that I was able to portray that in this room. It just wanted to be bright, someplace that you wouldn't be ashamed to bring your friends over to. And I wanted to have lots of natural light with the big windows, so I didn't put any curtains there. And here I am back trying to figure out some last details on the kitchen and dining area there so that it looks a little bit more lived in. And I love big rugs, so it was always going to be a big bright rug underneath the dining room table. And you will probably notice that as a trend with me to put big rugs everywhere. So my friend asked for an outdoor garden area, so I am putting this at the back of the house so that there's a little bit of privacy back there. You don't really want too many people driving by if the Sims 4 had cars and seeing what you're doing back there. And I also wanted to put a little play area for the kids, so then they had some outdoor space as well as that indoor playroom. So the bird feeder, so then they can sit there and watch the birds if they're not getting attacked by the birds, since that tends to happen to my Sims a lot. I don't know about what happens with yours, but mine, they'll go out and feed the birds and they get attacked by them, which if that happened to me in real life, I would not feed the birds if they attacked me. Um, that would turn me off of feeding the birds completely. So here are some debug cars that I put in. I wanted kind of luxurious looking cars since this is a pretty luxe house. And here I am going through the debug menu and just cluttering stuff up a bit because I love a good bit of clutter. It just helps make a house feel more lived in and loved. And I just wish that we had more clutter in general. I don't know how many of you guys like clutter, but that is one big thing that I wish that we could have more of. We have so many toilets and not enough clutter, and I just kind of wish that we had more of that. Was not necessarily in the debug menu, but you could just find under the decorations tab. I realized here that I wanted a sand pit, which I think is really cool since they added Island Living. You can make sandcastles and stuff, so I like to have those on builds that it looks appropriate for and is a good family home. So now I am going up to the second floor and putting in the living area here. You'll see me fiddle around and try and make the couch look big for a big family and also any friends and family they wanted to invite over. I just wanted a central area for the living area that everyone can kind of gather in and then move out from there if they wanted to. So here I'm trying to clutter up the bookcase a little bit because the bookcases have so many slots for decorations and clutter, but it can be hard to put specific ones in those slots. So I had to alt place a few things there. And there's another big rug. I'm kind of predictable. I'm trying to branch out and be a little bit more creative in that aspect. Someone who recently watched some of my videos was like, you know, you have certain things that you put in all your builds. And I was actually thinking about that with this one, and I was like, yeah, he's probably right. So comment down below what some of your favorite items are that you put in almost all of your builds. So this is the master bedroom on the other side of the house in their own separate wing. Those are upper cabinets that I put in to act like almost a headboard or storage. And I like to put these dressers together to make it almost look like a unit. I think it's really cool. To me anyway. I hope you guys think so. And another big rug is about to go down. I just wanted some pops of color in a monochromatic room. And I am always going to put lights beside the bed. It's just something that I do. I try and clutter it up just a tiny bit more so it doesn't just look like two lights beside the bed. But yeah, that I just feel like it adds a bit of ambiance to a room, which I think is really nice. Here is a vanity, and I'm just putting some clutter on that you would find on a vanity, like nail polish, perfume, makeup, things like that. I wish I had a vanity that looks that nice. I do have a vanity, but it needs a little bit of refurbishing because I got it at a second-hand store, so it needs a good sanding and painting and things like that. And here is the private balcony for the parents of this house. They have their own hot tub so they can have, you know, just a little private soak if they wanted to. And they have some lounge chairs out there and just a nice seating area, because I would love a place like this where I could come out in the mornings and just have a cup of coffee or a cup of tea and just watch the sunrise and just be by myself. Because I think with big families, it can be kind of overwhelming to be around them, so it's just nice to have a separate space for the parents. Here is the ensuite bathroom, and I kind of wanted to tuck the tub away and just give it this spa-like feel where you're not necessarily having to look at the rest of the bathroom. You know, that's the worst thing, is to be soaking in a tub and look over and have to see a toilet that, you know, maybe needs a scrub down or something like that. So I just wanted to be able to have it appear like it was just in its own little corner where it's just kind of out of the view. I did not put any curtains in here. I just kind of assumed that maybe these windows were one-way glass, so you don't have your neighbors peeking in, or heaven forbid you have the wicked whims installed and you have a peeping Tom. That would be not the best. So I just kind of like to pretend that those are one-way windows. Here is the second bathroom on the second floor, and it's also the public bathroom that people can go to. I wanted to put a tub and shower combo here, since this is going to be the side of the build where the toddler is going to be sleeping. So I just kind of wanted to make it monochromatic so it fits with the modern theme, but also with pops of color, and I thought the purple was really cute for something that children and guests would be using. This is the toddler room. My friend asked me to make it gender neutral, so I tried to make it as neutral as possible. It just tried to clutter it up with lots of toys, because, you know, toddlers, no toy is going to be one too many. So I put lots of toys on all the shelves and on the bookshelf, and added a cute little chair so they could pull their books out and read if they wanted to. I sized down that play area there because it is just massive. Like, that's one complaint I have with the doll houses, and that play area is it's just massive. But if you size it down a few times, you can still use it, which I think is really cute, since they play with it in front of it and not necessarily in it. So they still have all the animations for playing with it. And this is the child's room. So I kind of wanted to make it just like you know, as a child, you don't really know what you like. So I just wanted to make it kind of cluttered. Um, there's a scout board that's going to be up here. There's some toys. There's a little bit of just messiness about it. There's a soccer ball. So it just seems like they're into a few things, as a lot of children are. They're trying to explore and figure out who they are as people, and just learn a little bit about themselves. So that was one thing that I try to do with this build, is to have every single bedroom have its own personality, and I hope that was portrayed well. I also put the night light there so then the monster under the bed wouldn't come through, because I don't know about you guys, but that is something that is super annoying, to have your Sims all asleep and then the monster wakes up the child and then they go and wake up the parents, and especially for a house this big, it would just take forever to have to walk across the house to spray for the monster under the bed. So I put that night light there, and hopefully it works sized down. Here I am decorating the deck. I put some of those glass floors from Island Living down so that the grilling area on the first floor isn't just a dark hallway. So I wanted a little bit of sunlight to be able to come through. Here I am alt placing some of the candles. So the candles are floating in a bowl. So I wanted the candles that are floating in a bowl to float in the pool as well. I think that was pretty neat, and you kind of see it sometimes in some pools and things like that. So I wanted that to look like it's just a little bit of light once it gets dark. There is another hot tub here, the public hot tub, so to speak, some more lounge chairs, a sitting area in the corner where people can just hang out and chat. I do put the drink tray on the table there so you can get some drinks, and I do end up putting a second grill up here because it would just be a pain to grill downstairs, have to walk all the way upstairs, put it on the table up here so everyone can eat. So I just put a smaller grill up here so then people can have all of that entertainment space and be able to just enjoy having company over. There is also a smaller bar up here, so then people, again, don't have to go downstairs, be at the bar, and then come upstairs. So some screenshots are about to come up, and I really hope you like this build, and I will see you guys later. Thanks. Bye.